Former President Olusegun Obasanjo inaugurates 23.4 kilometers 18-acre road. School teachers end 1 week strike in Akwa Ibom State. Commend Governor Dome Emmanuel. Plus, World Asthma Day, health expert advice on clean environment. Good evening and welcome to the news at 7. I am Kevin Samuel. Please, we apologize for starting a bit behind time as a result of technical issues. Now note that this broadcast is reaching you live on our Star Times channel 103 and our social media platforms, Facebook and YouTube. Do well to like our pages for regular updates. Now, success is making a place better than you found it, and Udom Emmanuel's administration has done just that by changing the narratives in Akwa Ibom State. These were the words of former President of Nigeria, Olusegun Obasanjo, while inaugurating the 23.4 kilometer 18-acre road in Akwa Ibom State. The report.
A good road network in any community signals development in such an area, and this is the case with the construction of the 23.4 kilometers 18-acre road, described by the people as a major facelift that has turned villages into cities.
I've lived in Eket for over 25 years. This road was always a problem, but now you have solved that problem for us.
You are a governor of opposition against the party at the center. It's not always easy to perform, but they perform under such circumstances. You need to be appreciated.
This road is beautiful. This road is awesome. You have blown our minds. You have beaten our expectation.
Governor Dome Emmanuel assures the people that there will be more to celebrate before the end of his administration.
We have so many hospitals, power, education, so many that we need to commission. And I want to also let you know, even on May 29, before I get to the stadium, I will commission the official residence for the chief judge of this state.
Inaugurating the road, the former president of Nigeria, Olusegun Obasanjo, appreciates Governor Emmanuel for ensuring dividends of democracy get to the grassroots.
What you see here in the performance of the governor is what it is. Every occasion is a new project. Every occasion is something that adds to something that exists. God will continue to expand your coast.
The 23.4 kilometer road connects Etinan, Nsirubium to Eket local government area with 3 bridges. From Eket local government area, Calvin Sam.
Service of thanksgiving for the success of the Governor Dome Emmanuel's late administration in Akwa Ibom State is scheduled to hold at the Ultramodern International Worship Center and marked for inauguration come May 28, 2023. Governor Dome Emmanuel announced this on Monday while addressing worshippers during the New Month Government House Covenant service held at the Banquet Hall, Government House. The report.
Reflecting on the 8 years of his administration, the governor expresses appreciation to God for the peace enjoyed in the state and Lord Christians who prayed fervently for the growth witnessed in the state. He acknowledges the service chiefs for working tirelessly to maintain peace, which he described as a fulcrum of development that gave investors reasons to settle in the state.
And we won, but we are free to deal among
While speaking on the theme, Season of Appreciation and Reflection, the guest minister, Dr. Paul Enenche, says that at the conclusion of every endeavor or project, there is the need for appreciation and reflection, adding that the focus of appreciation is for help and mercy. He further notes that appreciation brings multiplication, glorification, acceleration, direction, and activates action of God.
Appreciation brings acceleration. Life shift to the next level with appreciation. When God was creating the earth and the creation, it was when he looked at everything he created his first day and he saw that it was good, then he moved to the next day. And he saw that this was good, then he moved to the next day. For as long as we continue to appreciate, we continue to accelerate. Number 4, appreciation brings direction. God gives direction to those who know how to appreciate. He shows you the way to go next.
A service which had as its theme, Be Ye Thankful, featured car ministrations, prayers for the state and the nation at large. From Government House, Uyo, Kevin Samuel, NTA News.
Meanwhile, pupils in primary schools and students in secondary schools in Akwa Ibom State have commended the state government for fulfilling some of its promises to teachers, which led to the calling off of one-week strike action. John Paul Alumuna, who visited some primary and secondary schools in the state capital, reports that lessons have since started in the schools. The report.
Following a meeting between the Nigeria Union of Teachers (NUT) and Akwa Ibom State Governor on the 30th of April 2023, where the government agreed to the demands of the teachers, the union directed her members to return to work on Tuesday, 2nd May 2023.
All the principals have been mobilized to put in their best to ensure that their teachers deliver as far as teaching and learning is concerned, to justify the huge investment by government in the field of education.
Consequently, teachers in both primary and secondary schools in Akwa Ibom State have resumed work fully and were all seen in their various offices and classrooms attending to the students.
In fact, even if not all, I think government is trying seriously. We also appreciate the government for always coming to assist or answering or paying attention to the request of the workers.
Because there was a lot of tension, concern much was to the SS3 students who are taking WAEC. WAEC exam will start middle of this month.
This is examination class. They are writing their placement exam on July, and we have missed a lot. That's why I'm trying as hard as possible. What we're supposed to teach last week, I start today.
Others appeal to the state government to fulfill all its promises to the teachers and rehabilitate some dilapidated structures destroyed by rains, especially at Aka Community Secondary School, Uyo.
I just want to use this opportunity as well to appeal to government. They always come to our aid. To please come to our aid because of the serious damages we had during that rain.
So we are just begging him to fulfill his own promise so that we teachers will have that joy to also perform our own duty.
Suspending the strike, not that we are calling off. So he failed to fulfill the promise. We will resume the strike.
The pupils and students express happiness coming back to school.
I thank the state government and mostly the Nigerian Union of Teachers for calling up the strike.
I beg the government that they should pay our teachers very well so that they can come and treat us very well.
We are not able to come to school due to the strike. Then lectures are not being taken or they are not being held.
Paying for the government to pay our teachers to teach us well so that we'll be a good citizen.
I am very glad that the NUT have called off the strike because after the holiday, I was already missing school.
It's hard for you to stay at home and read. So it's even better now you have teachers around teaching you. You can you have more understanding on what you are taught.
My appeal to the state government, first of all, I want to thank them for at least paying this for the teachers and also making us happy coming back to school again.
I feel very happy to come back to school because it means a lot throughout the holiday.
It is the hope of the teachers and students that all the pending issues between the NUT and state government will be resolved to enable free flow of academic activities. In Uyo, John Paul Alumuna, NTA News.
We'll take a short commercial break here. On our return, news continues.
NTA Channel 12 Uyo, your dependable station, presents
a maiden edition of Virtual Children's Paper Presentation.
Children, can you put your thoughts together in a well-articulated pattern? All right then, submit a write-up on the given themes and stand a chance of winning fantastic prizes.
Junior category 8 to 11 years. The effect of TV cartoons on intellectual development of children. Senior category 12 to 15 years. The impact of the present economy on the education of the child.
Shortlisted candidates will be invited for virtual paper presentation via Zoom and grand finale. All interested schools are expected to register and submit entries on or before May 15, 2023.
Rates 20,000 naira for 5 entries per school. Venue NTA Channel 12 Okaitinen Road, Uyo, or NTA Uyo at yahoo.co.uk.
First prize 100,000 naira, second prize 70,000 naira, and third prize 50,000 naira, plus many consolation prizes.
For inquiries, please call Ekaite on 0904 643 6412, Okon on 0806 226 1805,
Ecom on 0818 308 1170,
or Juliet on 0703 370 8102.
NTA Channel 12 Uyo, your dependable station.
Our children, our heritage. Support them.
Welcome back and many thanks for staying tuned. Now to the rest of the stories. World Asthma Day, health experts emphasized on the need to keep a clean environment to reduce the risk of triggering asthma. These, among others, can prolong the lives of asthma patients. UTV will report that the day is observed with the theme Asthma Care for All. The report.
World Asthma Day is an annual event celebrated on every first Tuesday in May to improve asthma awareness and care for patients around the world.
And if you are a parent with a child with asthma, you definitely need to know a hospital that has a nebulizer machine if you don't have one of your own. So that if there is any attack, and most of those attacks will come in the evening time or night, then you can just head straight to that hospital where they can use the nebulizer machine and break the attack. It's also better if the facility has oxygen, just in case things get worse. But most of the time, if your symptoms are getting worse, in spite of you taking your medications, then you need to see a medical practitioner sooner than later.
According to World Health Organization, asthma is a long-term condition affecting children and adults. While interacting with Dr. Goodman Obot, a chief medical consultant, on the common symptoms of asthma, he outlined, among many others, cough, wheezing, shortness of breath, and chest tightness.
Some forms of asthma people do outgrow. There are some asthmas that may be triggered by exercise, and those type of asthmas people are more likely to outgrow them. But most of the time, asthma is triggered by environmental factors, including dust. It could be dust from just sweeping the outside. It could be dust from carpenter shops. It could be moles in the house, houses that have carpets on the floor. Also, people that have other medical conditions like bronchitis, inflammation of the breathing tubes, even pneumonia, it can trigger their asthma attacks. So in those kind of settings where something else is triggering the attack, then you need to seek the help of a medical practitioner.
The 2023 World Asthma Day, which is celebrated with the theme Asthma Care for All, health experts says although this health condition cannot be cured, good management within health conditions can control the disease.
Asthma is a chronic genetic disease, and it affects people of all ages, ranging from children even to adults, grown-up people. A lot of people often think that asthma has a cure, it doesn't have a cure, right? We just treat and we manage symptoms. It's important that we keep our houses, our homes, environments free of triggers, dust, mites, and whatever other triggers we have.
Research has also shown that asthma is a major non-communicable and is the most common chronic disease among children. Hence, the necessity to increase understanding of the disease's pathophysiology, promote asthma education, and improve the quality of life for asthma patients. In Uyo, Utbe Achibong, NTA News.
Moving forward, 29 petitioners are before the National and State Houses of Assembly Election Petition Tribunal sitting in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State Capital, to seek legal redress over the outcome of the 2023 elections. Claiming by a report that the two panels of the tribunal are set to hear the petitions, having held their inaugural sitting. The report.
Out of the 29 petitions brought before the two panels of justices, 11 are for the House of Representatives, 4 are for Senate, and 14 for the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly. Panel 1 is headed by Justice Kudirat Jones as chairman, while Panel 2 has Justice B.A. Taiwo as chairman. At its inaugural sitting in Uyo, the National and State House of Assembly's Petition Tribunal, Panel 2, insists the panel will give all petitions the needed urgency within the time frame allotted by law.
So like I said, if there's any issue with the registry or anything, you just let us know. But I know we will have competence. Yes, we have. And we will not have any problem. And communications, ensure that the processes you file, you leave your contact phone number.
Some members of the bench expressed confidence in members of the panel to do justice to the cases.
From looking at the judges, they look sound and they are really committed to deliver on their assignments. You understand? Then for the lawyers, I expect them to do, because the panel, their period is time bound. I expect them to file their processes on time, they file their replies on time, and then be ready to take on the matter. In this panel, I don't think they're going to entertain unnecessary adjournment, because they have, I think, 180 days to finish all petitions that are there, and that has been mentioned by Milords. They have 14 petitions that have been assigned to this tribunal, and they must deliver.
Oh, certainly I've seen a high degree of seriousness by their lordships, and the way they are setting the ball rolling, it means that they can even finish it within the 180 days. Some of the petitions at the pre-trial will go. At the pre-trial conference session will go, but the law says all the applications should be heard at the end. But so we start the pre-trial. There are some pre-trial issues that are likely to end some petitions. For instance, if the other party have not filed their papers, reply and all that within time, and to file pre-trial papers, certainly you apply for that petition to be struck out. Once it is struck out, it cannot be released.
The National and State Houses of Assembly Election Petition Tribunal, Panel 1, received 15 petitions, while Panel 2 has 14 petitions. In Uyo, Clement Barikui, NTA News.
Relatively, against the frequent but unsubstantiated accusations of partiality in judgment delivered in the Nigerian courts of law, the National Judicial Institute is training judges of lower courts on the fundamentals of impartial knowledge-based adjudication. Olabode Arewa report that the Chief Judge of Nigeria, Justice Olukayode Ariwola, used the occasion to reiterate National Judicial Council's zero tolerance to corruption in the judiciary. The report.
Keen watchers of recent happenings in the society have noticed the increasing influence that the judiciary has played in ensuring the stability of the polity, and as such, members of the public normally expect the courts to sustain their hope of obtaining justice. In line with this thinking, this capacity building workshop is underway in Abuja to scale up the knowledge base of judges at the lower courts so as to avoid corruption and other sharp practices.
The difference between one fellow and the other is knowledge. We are here to learn. As we come here and we are taught and we are impacted, of course we go back and then we apply same.
The program is very rich.
touching every aspect of legal practice.
Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Olukayode Ariwola, told the judicial officers that public expectations were high for the sector to deliver substantial justice to all classes of people.
You all must not be boastful and pompous on account of your post or in the execution of your judgment. In this regard, I enjoin participants at this refresher course to abstain from what could tarnish your good image or tamper with your reputation.
The training program would explore the intricacies of judgment writing, conducting judicial research, and emotional intelligence for judicial officers. In Abuja, Olabode Arewa, NTA News.
To end the news tonight, another look at the major stories. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo has inaugurated 23.4-kilometer Itinan Eket Road. School teachers end one-week strike in Akwa Ibom State commended Governor Udom Emmanuel. You also heard in the news that health experts have advised on clean environment as part of World Asthma Day celebration. That will be all from the news tonight. I remain Calvin Summer. Before I go, note that to be a star, you must join hands with NTA campaign to stand against rape and rapists. Do have a good night.